start with your background first.
Okay, sure. So I'm Sakhi. I've been based out of Delhi most of my life. And I think I started photography purely by accident when I was maybe in the 8th grade. There was a DSLR at home, my mom had bought it. And I think it was raining outside, it was monsoon. I just picked it up and I started shooting water droplets in my balcony. And I think that was just curiosity. It was a new device and I was just, of course, phone cameras weren't, as good then. So it's not something I had tried before, but it is something which I realized I found very interesting. So that's kind of where it started. After that, it went to shooting more pictures in my balcony, shooting while I travel. I think as and when I moved along, I started understanding what I like to shoot more of. Of course, like because I travel, I do shoot a lot, whichever destination I end up going to. And then apart from that, I realized that I also like clicking portraits, and I slowly started gravitating towards that over the years. Once I got to college, I joined my college's photography society, and I did a few courses and like a little bit of training here and there from different institutes within Delhi. And I think it's something, of course, which started out as a hobby, but I think it grew more into a passion project over the years.
Okay, great. So, want to tell one by one?
Yes, of course. So this is a picture I shot in Ladakh. It was in one of the monasteries in near Leh.
Where in Ladakh?
So I think this may have been on the way to Nubra Valley. So from Leh to Nubra Valley, I'm sure we stopped by at one of the monasteries. I can't remember the exact name, but I think this was indoors, and of course, like it was also a very quiet room, and I was trying to figure out how to maybe capture the subject without bothering them. Although, of course, the subject didn't necessarily engage with me. I also have a picture of him looking directly at the camera, but I thought this one was more interesting. It had more of a contemplative, reflective sort of emotion, and I thought it looked very. I think because of maybe his age, I thought it also looked a lot more convincing. So it didn't look very posed for, and of course I really enjoyed the natural light which was coming in from outside. And then the second picture is it's a picture I shot in Ahmedabad when I was at a street photography workshop. And street photography is something I've kind of gravitated towards only in the last 2 years. Before this, I've mostly been focused on travel and portraits. But I think I realized that it's a medium worth experimenting in, because I started following street photographers on Instagram, and I was curious about experimenting in that style.
So is it like I think you chose this photo out of many of the photos.
Right.
And you find it more appealing, this one?
I do. And I think also because there was a certain process behind it. I think the shoot location we'd gone to was a flower market, and that is actually in the background. And for some reason, I wasn't finding a lot of interesting things to shoot at the flower market itself. So this is me on the other side of the road, and I happened to catch this group of monks or pandits, and they were on the other side. They were having a conversation. So I knew I had a very limited amount of time before they moved. And I just figured it would be interesting, instead of crossing the road and trying to capture them close up, I figured it might be interesting to maybe attempt a frame-in-frame sort of shot. So I knew I needed some window. I needed either a car window or an auto rickshaw to pass by. So I waited, I adjusted my camera settings. I think I took about 16 shots before I got this one.
Okay. Would love to hear your experience, guest reaction to your photograph, people's reaction till now, how you felt it, especially the opening ceremony. If you can.
My experience, of course, like I really liked the opening ceremony. I think it was a very nice, I think it was a very welcoming atmosphere, and especially there was also musical performance by a violinist, and I thought that set the tone really well for the overall event. It really matched the, just the kind of maybe vibe that we have with all the variety of work that all the photographers have got here. So I really liked, and I of course really liked introducing both the chief guests to my work. They also talked a little bit about what they found interesting. They encouraged me to read a few more books, more magazines, and to just kind of keep my eyes and ears open to all the different work that happens around me, because that's how inspiration comes in, right? So yeah.
Sakhi. So still we have one more day tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I wish you all the best for the rest of the days and your future in the field of photography. It's wonderful to have you in this.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.